that just lost all of their benefits that Trump said he was going to protect.
Yeah,
the ACA and Obamacare are two different things. No, they're not, moron.
Exactly. America first, but we're going to bomb the shit out of Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah. Well, hey, that bomb is made in America. So dropping that bomb,
at least there's something is.
By dropping that bomb, we're creating jobs.
Oh, totally. For sure.
Oh, roadkill. Somebody's dying.
Okay. Well, it wasn't us. We didn't do it. At least those kids haven't fallen off the cliff yet. Maybe they're all... Well, if they're still up there at this hour since it's getting dark, yeah you're going to have a fun trip down,
Yeah,
kids.
you guys are stupid if you're still up there.
Because I think rattlesnakes actually are very actual
and it's going to
active
start
at this
getting
point in
cold.
time.
Yeah.
I hate snakes.
Don't worry, we'll light the Amazon campfire ring thingy.
Oh yeah, we have a gas powered camp thing.
We need to talk to Amazon. We should just see if we could do advertising because we spent so much fucking money.
Yeah, I think we added it up. Since we started shopping on Amazon, we spent over the past, I think since 2009, we spent like $6,000 in Amazon stuff.
I think the next thing is me and my Vicky's fetish.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, is it your fetish or is it kind of my fetish too?
Well, it's kind of both. But people are like, "Oh, what do you like?" I'm like, "Just Amazon or Vicky's," and everybody gets me Vicky's.
Well, it's better than when you first met my family, when they all got you chocolate. What does she want for her birthday? Well, she likes chocolate, and so everybody.
I literally
had
like 14 2-pound fucking bars of chocolate. And it was my birthday weekend. It was his grandma's funeral. It was the first time I'd met the family.
Yeah,
it was
first time she met my family.
How much chocolate do people think I can possibly eat?
All of it.
All the chocolate.
I wasn't like big like I am now. I was like 94 pounds or 84 pounds or something like that. And they're like, "Ooh, she likes chocolate. Give her chocolate."
Because you're big now, right?
This is the biggest I've ever been.
Yeah. Well, when you reach 200 pounds like I am, then you can complain. Okay, because I was 130 pounds 10 years ago.
That's what I am now.
Yeah, but you look awesome.
You do. Let's sigh. I wish we could take callers.
Well, I could open up the line to do that. Let me see if I can do that.
Doug.
Hold on.
You know he's listening.
Doug Ballard?
No, a friend of ours in that way. Because I can't remember. No, like
I gotta
Prescott Valley?
Minnesota or something like that. Let me see what we got here. I'm going to try to get our call-in line up and running. There we go. We'll see if we can pop it up. That would be kind of funny. I just wasn't sure how well. I mean, we're using my phone as a... Oh, light. Hi. There's lights. You know, you can turn on the light right there, up there, too.
No, I don't want to. These are cute.
Whatever.
Zip tie.
Use a zip tie.
Where are they?
In one of that bucket right over there. The one with all the shit right there. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're going to turn on the... we don't have a lot of money left on our call-in studio line, so we're going to have to eventually start that. So for those of you listening, the call-in line is 480-405-1465. Give us a call. We want to hear from you.
Yep.
Oh, I better actually call into that. Because I have to call... What? What? Let me do this, like that. I got to actually call into that fucking number.
Also this week, Steve Bannon has been demoted.
Oh, didn't he, like, get knocked off the Security Council?
He sure did. Steve Bannon, the douchebag.
The douchebag.
Douchebag.
For those of you who don't know what a douchebag is, it's a bag of douche, okay?
Yep.
Real simple.
He wins for douchebag of the year.
Okay, hold on. We're trying to call into our call-in studio thing so we can... Well, that's fucking loud, isn't it?
Does that do anything?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god, that's a lot of digits.
I forgot the fake candles.
Welcome. You are now in the host room and can manage your calls from the calling studio web interface.
Okay, shut up, lady.
Yeah, right.
Okay, call-in phone number is 480-405-1465. If you want to talk with us tonight, just call us.
And beware.
Beware, because we've been drinking. So
Yeah,
we've been drinking lots.
I've been a dick before I drank.
We're fixing to all be naked here in the middle of nowhere.
we're both bitches. Let's
I know, right? Let's just take our bras off and protest.
I'm all for that. We need more lights, though, because I can't see in the dark. So, what was that number? Where was it?
Why are we still on the air?
480-405-1465. Call in. Let's make this conversation a little bit more fun and interesting, right?
Can you see how many people are on there?
No.
Oh.
I can see if somebody's actually calling in, and right now there is zip.
Oh.
Can we do a PSA long enough to take the dogs out?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Okay, let me go ahead. We're going to switch over to our PSAs real quick.
Yeah.
And we will be back in a few minutes to continue this thing.
7:36.
Oh, there goes the dog. My name is Scott Pryor, chair of Arizona's LD16 Democrats. One of the things I have noticed since I became active in politics in 2012 is that people in general have increased their value of political affiliation over the value of humanity and community. Interpersonal communication has become more defined by our online communications and less defined by our face-to-face interactions. This has drastically reduced our ability to empathize with one another and find common ground to create real conversation and real solutions. If you frequent Facebook or Twitter or some of the other social media websites, you will see that many people are referring to each other as liberals or conservatives or libtards or republicans. And many times, what starts as a real logical conversation becomes useless as people move from logical discourse to online shouting matches and name-calling. This type of behavior really must change. As chair of the LD16 Democrats, our local party will begin moving in a new direction. Instead of focusing on political change, we will begin focusing on changing ourselves and our communities. We will attempt to work together with others to help create better communication through cooperation, such as food and clothing drives, friendly competitions such as bowling, riflery, softball games, and yes, even karaoke. Our goal is to try to take the political affiliation out of the primary focus of all of our communications and start treating people as individuals, neighbors, and friends. As a gesture of this new focus, I will begin working to provide free educational seminars to the public, which will give people the proper tools necessary to not only participate in the state governmental process, but also interact with the different committees and legislators that are at the Capitol to represent us. I look forward to the future and hope that we can all begin to work together to create better solutions for all the people in our community.
Hello, my name is Michelle Short. Stu DeHaan and myself are co-chapter heads of the Arizona chapter to the Satanic Temple. Our chapter was given birth in February of 2016 in the aftermath of our first and biggest challenge, when we requested to perform our invocation in front of the Phoenix City Council on behalf of the Satanic Temple. As Satanists that worship through activism, the mission of the Satanic Temple is to encourage benevolence and empathy among all people, reject tyrannical authority, advocate practical common sense and justice, and be directed by the human conscience to undertake noble pursuits guided by the individual will. Civic-minded, the Satanic Temple has been involved in a number of good works, including fighting for women's body autonomy, religious plurality in public forums, working on behalf of children in public school who have been subjected to proselytizing and corporal punishment, and much, much more. As an organized religion, we feel it is our function to actively provide outreach, to lead by example, and to participate in public affairs, wheresoever the issues might benefit from rational satanic insights. As Satanists, we should all be guided by our consciences to undertake noble pursuits, guided by our individual wills. We believe that this is a hope for all mankind and the aspiration for all humanity. For more information, please visit our websites, thesatanictemple.com and thesatanictemplearizona.com.
Hello, my name is Scott Pryor, co-host of the internet radio show Progressive Voices of Arizona. Arizona is made up of a wide variety of individuals, all of which have many different beliefs. Sometimes those whose beliefs are different from the majority tend to be forgotten or marginalized. This is where organizations such as the Secular Coalition for Arizona can help. The Secular Coalition for Arizona is a 501c4 lobby organization that represents the Arizona non-theistic community, a vibrant and growing community of Arizonans who self-identify as atheists, agnostics, humanists, freethinkers, and other labels of personal choosing to elected officials in and from Arizona. They mediate the relationship between the non-theistic community and elected officials, and they work to ensure that the law is never biased to the detriment and interest of Arizona's non-theists. For more information, please visit their website at www.secularaz.org.
Hello, my name is Michelle Short. Stu DeHaan and myself are co-chapter heads of the Arizona chapter of the Satanic Temple. We are trying to bring the After-School Satan Club to a school district near you. The Supreme Court ruled in 2001, in the case of Good News Club versus Milford Central School, that schools operate a limited public forum, and that, as such, they may not discriminate against religious speech should a religious organization choose to operate an after-school club on their premises. Christian evangelicals, particularly the Child Evangelism Fellowship, have taken advantage of this ruling ever since. As it is illegal for schools to discriminate against specific religions or preference others, after-school Satan clubs cannot be denied wherever Christian or any other religious clubs operate. All after-school Satan clubs are based upon a uniform syllabus that emphasizes a scientific, rationalist, non-superstitious worldview, while the twisted evangelical teachings of the Good News Clubs robs children of the innocence and enjoyment of childhood, replacing them with a negative self-image, preoccupation with sin, fear of hell, and aversion to critical thinking. After-school Satan clubs incorporate games, projects, and thinking exercises that help children understand how we know, what we know about our world and our universe. After-school Satan clubs are operated by local chapters of the Satanic Temple, by volunteer members who have been vetted by the Executive Ministry for professionalism, social responsibility, superior communication skills, and lack of criminal history. For more information about our program, please visit our website, afterschoolsatan.com.
Okay, we're back. We've been, drinking and talking and talking a little bit, but drinking more. So we are. What time is it? Oh, God, it's 7:45. Wow.
You have been listening to
We were
Progressive
gonna-
Voices
we were
of
going to do an
Arizona,
hour tonight, and
hosted
we were already
by
almost
Scott
2.
and Kara Pryor.
Funny how that works.
We hope that you will join us
Um,
again next week
Got a lot.
as we try to
Yeah,
bring
well,
some
there's a
interesting
lot of things
and
that need to
lively
be said.
conversation
That's
to
thing
the
that people
airwaves.
seem to understand.
It is important
So,
that
for
people
those of
start
you that are
communicating
listening, if there is
start
anybody
talking,
listening,
and start treating each other as individuals
480-405-1465 is our
with
call-in
dignity.
number. Feel free to call
Our show
in.
begins each